What's going on, everybody? My name is Aiden and welcome back to another video. Ladies and gentlemen, it seems like, at least for me, the free agency period for the Chicago Bulls has been very quiet. And ultimately, I think we're in a position right now where I don't know what that means. It could be the best case scenario, considering last season towards its end we did a lot of great things, and maybe the Bulls just want to kind of ride the wave of doing such great things. Or it could be a disaster in the sense of the Bulls finished 10th, or I should say ninth, but we lost the play-in tournament game. So we finished 10th in the Eastern Conference. Again, we finished in another play-in tournament spot. We've been doing that for the past 3 years. And the fact that we have done nothing to address that, whether it's to get significantly worse or significantly better, is an issue. So what's going on? What's up with this free agency period? And why have we not done anything? I mean, it's a question I don't think there's a true answer to, but I'm going to give it my best shot. And let's talk about why free agency has been so quiet in this video. But before we get any further, if you like the video and you want to see more from me, drop a like, drop a follow, and or subscribe if you are new. And let me know in the comments below what you guys think about free agency being quiet for the Chicago Bulls. Let's get started. So, what have we done thus far? Well, I believe we signed Emmanuel Miller to a two-way contract spot. Obviously, Lachlan Aldridge, we signed to a two-way contract spot. We did get Noah Senge in the NBA draft as well. We kept Trey Jones, so that's really been our free agency thus far. We traded 1 second-round pick for cash consideration, so we could be richer, I guess. Congratulations. And, you know, very happy for you and whatnot. But, yeah, all in all, we've done not much. I mean, you see what teams like Houston have done. They traded for Kevin Durant, signed Clint Capella. They've got a dangerous team. You've seen what the Phoenix Suns did when they traded their draft picks to get two centers and whatnot. And, you know, they obviously traded Kevin Durant. So those two situations, you've seen what a lot of teams have done. You've seen what even the Milwaukee Bucks did, waving Damian Lillard to sign Miles Turner. I mean, there's a lot of movement happening in free agency. And it's become, in my opinion, a little bit toxic how fast things are moving there. But the Bulls have kind of stood their ground and stood still. Yeah, there are rumors that we're trying to trade Nikola Vucevic, but it looks like the more the days go by, the less likely that's to happen. There's been rumors that we're trying to trade Kobe White or Io, and nothing's really come from that. We did, by the way, trade Lonzo. I'm sorry I forgot about that. But yes, we traded Lonzo. That's actually a big move in all honesty. But one big move out of everything is still quiet. We haven't even re-signed Josh Giddey yet, which is insane. So, okay, is it a good thing? Is it a good thing that things have been relatively quiet for the Chicago Bulls? Well, here's the thing, right? I think it depends on what AK views the Chicago Bulls team to be. This team did have, I believe it was a 15-5 run towards the end of the season, and that is probably the best we have seen this Bulls team since the 4 years ago with Lonzo, DeRozan, Zach LaVine, Vucevic, that team that formed, that finished 6th in the Eastern Conference, but was on a good run and finished first for a while. And they were a dominant team for a lot of the beginning of the season, right? That's probably the best we've looked since then. So if AK's looking at that and saying, you know what, don't break a team that isn't broken at the moment, don't try and do anything drastic in the hopes that, you know, you could keep on pursuing success next season. If this team is if that's what it's viewed as, then maybe being quiet isn't the worst thing in the world. The last thing we need to do is trade a Kobe White or trade a Ayo Dosunmu or even trade a Nikola Vucevic. At that standpoint, if AK views this Bulls team as already a team that could potentially be competitive right now in a weaker Eastern Conference. So if that's what they're thinking at the moment, then being quiet would not be the worst thing in the world. However, like I mentioned, it's also a bad thing because our end to the season was just that. It was an end to the season. It wasn't the 2024-2025 season. No, it was the end of the 2024-2025 season. So at the beginning, what did we do? We did piss all. We did nothing. Josh Giddey didn't play great at the beginning of that season. We had to trade Zach LaVine for a lot less than what we probably should have. Traded Zach LaVine. We got rid of Caruso at the beginning, but right before the season began, we let him go to the OKC Thunder, and he's now an NBA champion. So congratulations to him. So what exactly our first season, we didn't do much in our first season at all. So Of course, that's very disappointing. And at the end of the day, here we are. Here we are. You know, at the end of the season, still finishing 10th. So I am frustrated in that standpoint. And I see it as a bad thing as well. So to sum it up, is it good? Is it bad? Well, look, I'm a fan. I don't work for the Chicago Bulls general management. I don't work as, I guess, a front office guy. I don't. And no content creator probably does, you know, unless there's something I'm missing here. So, of course, I want changes to happen. I want things quick and efficient. I want things easy. I want the Bulls to be around everything. I want the Bulls to be focusing on trades. I want the Bulls to be focusing on free agency signings. I want the Bulls to be doing this and doing that, doing this and doing that. And that fans get excited for stuff like that. I mean, most fans in the NBA are probably excited about what their season is going to look like. And the Bulls, we're excited based on the end of a season. We're excited on hope. Not acquisitions, not smart ideas, not smart trades, not even trades that could potentially overhype and we could still suck next season. We are relying on hope. And look, it's not the worst thing in the world to rely on hope, but how many times have we relied on hope in the past 4 years? 4 times. We're relying on hope. 4 years, 4 times worth of hope. The hope of getting a whole new team together. The hope that players can stay healthy. The hope that the team can find a different style of play. The hope that paying these guys the money that they deserve will be enough to help us win and get to the playoffs. And it got us one playoff victory, and we're still hoping, ladies and gentlemen. We're relying on hope. And that is not the way that I want to see the Chicago Bulls team in the future. I don't want to rely on hope. But that seems like what we're going to be doing, ladies and gentlemen. So I guess we're back on hope, because there's not many free agents out there that's going to really drastically change things. So it's either the Bulls go big on a trade right now. Maybe, you know, Giannis isn't happy in Milwaukee. Maybe we could go and give everything away for him, which won't be enough. I mean, we're not going to do anything really. I think even trades like Kuminga are not going to happen anymore. So it's either we go big on a trade that really changes the team, or we're back where we were last season, and we're back where we are at the end of last season, hoping that what we saw at the end could be sustained throughout a regular season. Not the worst thing in the world, but far from exciting, and ultimately it's going to leave a lot of fans disappointed as well. We'll have to wait and see. There is still a lot to be hopeful about. You know, I don't want to just make this a whole negative video. Matas Buzelis' development is one of those things I'd be very excited about next season. You know, assuming Josh Giddey will stay with the Chicago Bulls. The backcourt of Josh Giddey and Kobe White for the whole season is an exciting part. Obviously, Noah Asenge and what he could be. He's such a raw prospect that he could really surprise a lot of people, and that could be something worth being excited about. The Bulls' offense is something that could be excited about. Isaac Okoro coming to this team, that could be excite a lot of people. So there is excitement, but at the end of the day, none of that excitement is big game-changing excitement, in my opinion. It's just hope. We're excited on the hope that all these things will be positive. I don't know. Feel like we should have done a little bit more, but it is what it is. As you can see, there's a fly just pissing me off. So I'm going to end the video here. Thank you for watching. I'll see you guys in the next one. Stay safe, stay healthy, and stay tuned for more. Take care. And peace.